Okay, you guys, it is here. My Wacom Cintiq Pro tablet, 16-inch 4K resolution. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I've spent so much money to get this, and I couldn't be more excited. I've really needed an upgrade, especially because I will show you. This is the tablet that I've been working on for the last many years. This is almost 10 years old. It's a Wacom bamboo tablet. Just to show you how ridiculous it is. Do you see the pen here? Do you see that nastiness on it? The old pens of Wacom actually disintegrate, and it's gross. Like, I can't even touch it. I don't even want to touch it anymore, and now I don't have to because I have a new tablet and it's amazing, and they don't do this to the pen anymore, and it's a touch screen, and it's an actual screen on the screen, and it's not stupid, and it's not 10 years old, and it has good pressure sensitivity. Oh my god. Okay. It's time to unbox it. I have my X-Acto knife. Not as cool as Jazza. I don't have a giant sword. I feel like I'm opening this up backwards. Here we go. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, just so you can see it. Here, look. It's in the box with the pen. Oh my god. Okay. This is real. This is real. Okay. I'm gonna take off the plastic. If I can. I don't have anything. It's so delicate. It feels so amazing. I can't even. Alright. Just put that there for now. What do we have in here? Power cord. Okay. Needed. Nice. Cleaning cloth. I want the pen. I want the pen. There we are. Oh, yes. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's high fancy. Okay, here we go. Look at this. What? So that's the stand. Amazing. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, how does it stand up? That is how. Okay. So many cables. So many things. Let's just pop that in there too. So that's my pen holder, if you will. It slides right in there, nice. And does this just, yeah, okay. So now the Thunderbolt and the USB and the connector to the Wacom are now all synced up. I think the only thing I have to do now is turn it on. Maybe not, maybe I'll wait. We'll go to wacom.com/start first. Alright, now it's time to turn it on for the first time. What I've done already is plug in the power cable to a power source, and that power cable is also connected to this USB, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in my USB to my laptop. And what I also want is I want my Thunderbolt display to be displaying also as well as my tablet, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my Thunderbolt first. You're going to see that that's going to rearrange everything for a second. Okay, now that becomes my main screen. And then secondly, I'm going to take the black Wacom Cintiq Pro Thunderbolt display port and put that in. Okay, so everything should be good to go to turn it on. So now I'm just going to go ahead and press the power button that's right here. Ta-da! It's on. So it does a little bit of a flip there, and now you can see that all three of my tablets have the same desktop background, and they are all working simultaneously together. So what you can do after this is go into your settings, if you have a Mac, and change exactly where the display of your tablet is. Now that I've done that, I think I'm going to go ahead and draw something.
It's been a mountaintop to climb ever since I said goodbye, but I blame it on myself.
I've had the Wacom Cintiq Pro for over a week now, and I wanted to share some of the things that I'm really liking about it, and also how it compares right now to my old bamboo tablet. Here's my old bamboo tablet. And the first thing that I noticed after picking this up after using my nice tablet for a week is that this feels very plasticky. So everything about it. So the pen, as you can see, compared to my new pen, the new pen is quite a bit larger than the old pen. You guys are going to think I'm going to make so many dirty jokes with these pens right now. Okay, I'm not. This is about the Wacom pen. Stay focused. So, and it also feels a little bit heavier, which I think is kind of nicer when you're working on a drawing for longer periods of time. This just feels a little bit more substantial, and this literally, can you hear that? It's like, it's shaking because it's old and it's plastic, but I'm sure it's okay if you get a new one, but the technology has advanced so much in 9 or 10 years, it's unbelievable. So, the other thing is that this just feels so slick and feels very, very plasticky with that old nib. So it just feels really slick. So what they've done to the new Wacom Pro is they've etched the glass so that it actually feels a little bit more like paper. It's not a slick glass feeling. I mean, it feels very smooth, but what's different about it is that it has a little bit more grit in a way that you can't even tell. I mean, obviously it's a 4K screen, but it feels more like paper, than the old one does. This just feels like, gosh, I just wouldn't even feel like it's very accurate. And obviously it's not that accurate. I don't know what the level of pressure sensitivity this one has, but this one has almost, I mean, over 8,000 levels of pressure sensitivity with the pen. So obvious differences there. But another thing is that the pens are a little bit different in the way that they interact with the surface. So this pen, the old one, it does not retract the nib when it's touching. It's a little bit more solid, like a pencil would be, which you would think is what you would want. But what they've done with the new one is the nib actually retracts a tiny bit when you're pressing on the surface of the tablet. And I'm not exactly sure what that does for you, but it does kind of feel more natural after a week of using it. I'm not sure why. Like when I first started using it, I was like, "Ooh, why is that a thing?" But it just feels better for some reason. I mean, Wacom obviously knows what they're doing after 10 years later with inventing their old bamboo. So another thing that I'm really liking about it is the texture of the pen. So the old pen was literally rotting. Like the outside of it after that many years is literally rotting, and this one apparently is made to not do that anymore, which I've been told by a Wacom representative, which is fucking great. So I'm not worried about this, becoming all grody like my old one. Another thing is that you can change the different colors at the top of this pen. This is more like a fashion choice. It doesn't really change anything about the pen. But you can see in the packaging here that I have, it comes with some other colors that you can use just to kind of stylize your pen a little bit more, maybe distinguish it if you have a couple of them laying around, if you're that cool, like, can I be you? The next thing I wanted to talk about was the touchscreen. So the touchscreen was something that I knew was, coming with the tablet, but something that was unexpectedly helpful when using the tablet. So obviously I can go in here and use my pen and also use the keyboard to do things, to click things, to make stuff happen on the tablet like you normally do, right? But what's interesting about the touch is that it just adds another level of efficiency and hands-onness that I didn't have before. So I can go in here and take my little window for the navigator and put that over here, and I think you guys can see that. It just is really cool, and what I've also really understood is that working with Photoshop especially, for some reason I don't like how the pen moves the layers and rearranges them. And what I've really liked is rearranging layers with my finger. It's just like I'm finger painting again, and that's just so fucking cool. But I'm 24 and have a Wacom Cintiq Pro. It's like the ultimate paint with your fingers, get hands on. And the next thing I really like about the tablet is that with the 4K screen combined with the touchability of the screen and with the pen, it feels a lot more real. It feels a lot more like coming from paper, like what I did, where I've grown up doing, marker, pencil drawings that you can see on my channel as well. But what's interesting is it's eliminating that gap more and more between the tablet, the digital art, and the art itself, which is amazing. So something that's, really critical is that my old tablet didn't feel real. And with this, it's substantial, I can zoom into it, it's like I'm living in the computer, it's like being a part of the artwork, as opposed to just sort of having that disconnect with the old tablet where I'd have to look at my screen but be down here drawing, and it's a different thing for your brain to have to do than to draw directly on something, than to translate drawing here and looking here. So that's where I really think the value with this tablet comes in, is that it's efficient, and for someone who's coming from a fine art analog background, it's really nice to just kind of jump in and not feel inhibited as much by the technology, and really just feel that the technology is here to help you. Because what I've realized is that, drawing by hand is amazing and it feels great, and I love the grit of the paper and the graphite feel on my hands, but it's not as easily manipulatable. So I can't change the layers on, the paper. I can't easily erase things with a masking layer. I can't change the color quickly. Like, you have to do everything sort of in one go, more or less. And what I like about digital art that I'm realizing is it's just way more open to change and to interpretability, and you can just mess with it a lot more. I mean, you're missing some of that hands-on feel if that's what you want, but if you're going for efficiency, or if you're going for, being a professional illustrator, I think this is, where, at least where I want to be. So that's what I kind of feel about the tablet overall, and I'm not regretting my decision to buy one bit. So I think that if you want to get one, I'm going to leave the link in the description of which tablet that I have, links to Amazon, and all that great stuff. So thank you for joining me for my unboxing and quick review of the tablet. And I'm obviously going to be posting a lot of stuff. I've already posted the speed drawing of this iris that I've done on my channel. And I just hope that I get to continue to make art with the tablet for forever and ever. And that you guys continue to check out my channel and those live streams and speed paints. So thank you for joining me. My name is Kathleen Darby, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.